What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, I have a question, and I wanted to talk about Paige Becker's right. Some of the fans or some of Paige Becker's detractors are really coming down hard on her because they're saying that like she's not drawing the crowds that people expect her to draw. And I think that it's kind of unfair. I think people kind of really like comparing her to Caitlin Clark. Like they want her to have the same type of draw that Caitlin Clark has, which I think that's not fair. I think that Paige, in my opinion, is a very good basketball player in her own right, but not every ball player that comes into the WNBA is going to have that same type of draw, that same type of excitement around them that Caitlin Clark has. Like I followed Paige Becker throughout her career at um at Connecticut. And I like Paige Becker. Like I said, I think she's a excellent basketball player, and I think that she'll develop into a great professional basketball player in the WNBA. But for people to place those expectations on her, like she's supposed to come in immediately and sell out arenas and stuff like that, I just think it's unrealistic. And I think like she's not going to be the only one who like the fans try to judge with this metric. I'm thinking that when by the time Juju Watkins come into the league, like they're gonna want her to have that type of draw, that type of appeal, and that type of interest. When I don't know, I just don't think it's going to happen for everybody like it happened for Caitlin Clark. And the thing about it is, I think as a basketball player, I think you develop a stronger base when you come in and people you gradually build your base. People just they follow your career from day one. They see you getting better. And you turn a program around, y'all start winning some games, because she have a very good basketball player down there named Enrique. Enrique, she's very good. So if they can start to win some games and they can start to turn things around down there in Dallas, then that will develop like a more, in my opinion, like a more loyal fan base. You know, Not to say that Caitlin Clark's fan base is not loyal, but you want to see people like over the long haul, just come just because you're building a winning team, not just because you are like like there's drama to it, there's some curiosity to it, so people want to see what's going on you know, and if that's not sustainable, like if you can't keep maintain that curiosity, or if you can't keep maintain that drama that comes along with it, then that means that those fans are not loyal. But I think it over time, it just takes time to build a loyal fan base. And so Caitlin Clark has to, and I think she will. She'll continue to get better and continue, and she'll probably win. But sometimes it just take like I think with Paige Beckers. I just think it's going to take Paige Beckers a little while to build up a fan base, and I think in order for her to build that fan base, they're going to have to. The Dallas Wings are really going to have to win some games and draw people in. That's what's going to draw people in and make people, curious and want to see like what's going on in Dallas. So that's what I think is going on down there. And now so far they haven't really, and Dallas haven't really got off to a great start. But like I said, once they start winning, that fan base will come in, and they'll there'll be some excitement about the Dallas basketball team too. But I just thought it was in my opinion, just not a fair for people to say, well, you're not, like she's not a failure just because she don't come in and fill out, those arenas right away. I just don't think that that's fair. And so, yeah, I just look for Paige Beckers to continue to get better. And even in the games that the Wings have lost, right? In a couple games that I've seen, like you can see improvement, like so the more and more comfortable she gets, the more and more confidence you see with her. I think that I think she'll definitely get better. And I think that she'll draw in more fans. Maybe not to the level of Caitlin Clark, but then she'll draw fans in. So yeah, that's my take on it. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you think. Do you think that Paige Becker will be able to grow that fan base in Dallas, or do you think that she's being unfairly compared to Caitlin Clark? And so, yeah, don't forget, like I said, leave a comment and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.